As you can see here, guys, it says recording of any type is not allowed. So here we go, sticker entrance. All right. All right, guys, you see all these workers inside of here.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
We can't record inside the facility. If you do need to record, we can get you over to our media department.
No, I just document in public, public areas.
We can't do that. I do have sensitive information of all applicants, social security numbers, etc. So if you would like to record, we can get you over to our media department.
No, I just do it in public areas here. There's no expectation of privacy in public, so I just...
Again, I have sensitive materials laying on the counter. So I will ask you, if you want the information, we can definitely get you over to our media department.
I don't need any information or anything. I just document like what's available to the public on the walls and stuff.
Again, we can't have video recording.
Why is that?
Because we have sensitive information, so I can get you over to our media department.
Well, no, I'm not collecting any sensitive information or anything like that. So
it's the fact that I have it laying out. So I will get you over to our media department.
Okay, you shouldn't have that information laying out though.
We're working.
Okay, yeah.
So again,
yeah, no, I'm just gonna hang out. I'm just gonna hang out back here and then collect some of this information.
We can't have you doing that. So let me get you over to our media department.
No, thank you. All right, guys. So we're just gonna keep documenting. You got the testing area here.
Sir.
Yeah.
I need you to stop recording. Are you with the media, sir?
Yeah, I'm news. I'm news. Free press, journalist.
With Free Press.
Okay. I have my own news organization and stuff. So. Yeah. So this lady's on the phone back here. Hopefully, we're gonna see what
Sir, is there
what
any
she's
signage
doing.
in the building saying about your recording?
Yeah, I don't care about that signage.
You don't?
Because there's no law with it. It's just a sign.
Okay. I think they're probably going to notify the Secretary of
State Police. Everyone does. I don't really care.
They're probably going to trespass you.
No, they can't. I have business, and it's a public building, so.
I get it, but I think with the signage, I don't know.
Signage is just a sign. It could say no black people allowed. You can't, you know?
Yeah,
it's just
that,
a sign.
That would be racist.
I mean, it's still a sign, though, right?
I think the issue is that there's people on their private information.
Yeah, but you know, as an officer, you know there's no expectation of privacy in public.
I absolutely understand.
Correct. So
I've dealt with you before.
Yeah, well, yeah. I told them. I was like,
outside the bank.
Yeah.
Yep. I get that, and I explained to you that's fine.
Yep.
I think the issue that's coming about is that people have their private information.
Right. That would be on them then to protect.
And they don't want you to video record any of that information.
Yeah. There's no expectation of privacy in public though, so that's why.
And I understand.
Yeah. And I don't like purposely I don't stick my camera down and look at somebody's information. I just pan and then get all the public information that's available.
Is your goal just to have somebody violate your rights and then you can
No,
sue?
my goal is to exercise my rights in public with no problems.
Okay.
So what I do is I record, I document, and I test if people understand that we have a right to record. I have never sued a police department before. I've never sued anybody. What I try to do is I try to educate. If they don't get educated and they do violate my rights, I might have to go up the proper channels. But like I'm dealing with something right now in Paducah, Kentucky, where I am probably going to file a lawsuit. But I have never filed a lawsuit, so I don't know why everybody says that we just.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do. A lot of people come into public buildings.
Okay.
And then, they do the same thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
And they either get arrested or whatever. And, I mean, I understand your expectation of privacy.
Right.
I get all that.
Yeah.
I just think that
because
this day and age, like people coming in video recording, people get uneasy, even though they're completely being monitored
everywhere they go, man. Like they leave their house, they're on camera. Like you can't go anywhere except for a restroom and not be on camera. So
yeah.
I mean, people flip out about my camera, but they don't have a problem with their camera. So it just doesn't make sense.
And they get the idea of, and I think that's just what the issue is.
Yeah.
Is that people have with their home addresses and so on and so forth, and they're out and they don't want that.
So what I try to do is I try to stay to the back of the room because I'm not purposely getting that information, but the onus is on them to protect that information. So they could write it down, they could do it, there's different things they could do. So
like I said, the only reason that you're going to catch grief in here is that people have their information, like their home addresses, things like that, their driver's license.
So that's why I purposely come to places like this.
Like, I don't know, like obviously you're inside, so now it's a Secretary of State thing.
Yeah.
Like they've got signs posted, and I don't know if they have policies. Like,
right. Yeah, they do. They have a policy against recording, but that policy can't violate our First Amendment right to record. So that's why we do these things. We test to see if they're going to violate our rights based off the policy, because you can't do that, because then that is a lawsuit.
Yeah. So and like you said, there's no with the signage.
Yeah.
You said there's no state law.
Yeah, there isn't.
So you've probably done more research on it than I have.
Yeah, I have.
About being inside the building.
Yep.
Just be cautious of the people out
there.
Yeah. Just try not to get any, like, if you need to, hold it up higher so you're not seen.
I already did that. Well, I just did that because she had kids.
Well,
she just had kids with her, so I just do this, and basically I'm not a pedophile or nothing. So.
Well, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't want somebody to, like, outside just a civilian say, "Hey man, you recorded me," and then even though you can,
right. Well, I do it. That's the purpose of me, though. That's why I do what I do.
I don't want somebody, like, if you were to videotape somebody's kid, and they say you're going to take that off, or you say no, I'm not.
Right.
And the next thing you know, there's a fist fight.
No, I won't do that.
I don't trying to blow the best.
Yeah, I know. I'm not big on that stuff, man. Like, if you don't want to be on camera, why would you talk to the cameraman though? Like, there's a lady over there in the corner. She was like, I was recording this way, and she said, "Don't put me on camera." I'm like, man. I wasn't even recording you. Like, the Secretary of State Police is here, so we are going to keep documenting, keep exercising our rights out here, and he's probably going to write down some case law. I have dealt with this guy before, I believe. Actually, I don't know. He looks, I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Yep, I have.
Hey, Mr. Jackson.
How you doing? Doing good.
All right, Mr. Jackson, sir.
Yes, sir.
I do have this letter from the Secretary of State for you.
Yeah.
You were involved in a disturbance at the Greenville driver's facility on March 18th, 2025.
A disturbance?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wasn't there. I'm not sure what happened.
Okay.
But you're banned from all SOS facilities going inside at this time. If you do have visits to conduct, you can call this phone number and make an appointment with the director.
Okay. Who do I talk to about this? Because I didn't disrupt anything there.
Well, you can call this number here.
All right.
Or I've got our legal counsel if you want to talk to our
I've already talked to them. They can't come up with a case law that's going against what I'm doing, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to discuss with them or the legal counsel again. But apparently you're involved in a disturbance. We're at the Greenville facility on March 18th.
So this is signed by who?
This is the Director of Vehicle Services here. I'm sorry, Driver Services Department.
Okay.
That's in charge of the facility. So.
Okay. So just give them a call, because there was nothing different here than there.
Yeah, it's all facilities apparently, and also, so if you have business, you need to renew your driver's license, something like that, give them a call.
I come in and file a FOIA request, so they're trying to ban me based off of my recording. That's all it is. Right. And they can't do that's a huge lawsuit if they do that. So
you're welcome to record outside all you want.
I can record inside too. People do it all over the country.
Well, apparently there's our legal counsel disagrees, and that's not me.
Yeah. So you handed me some case law last time that had nothing to do with recording inside. I read up on it. It had to do with somebody going past no trespassing signs in the parking lots. So that had nothing. And then another officer, I believe I was in Benton, Illinois. Another officer came out and tried giving me case law that actually said I had a right to record, and it said it's based off of time, place, manner restrictions. So as long as the DMV's open, as long as I am conducting myself in a positive manner and I'm not there after hours, I have a right to record. So yeah.
I'm just telling you, you can contact our attorneys, your band.
Yeah.
If you need to come in, you can call us.
Yeah. So is this the person who gave you this?
Yes, it came from Kevin. All right.
Okay. And is this his number?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's the number there.
Yeah, no problem. If they got a piece of paper, man, I can't go against, this right here, because this is legit. So I'll contact them, and and argue it with them. So
Perfect.
yep.
But again, you're welcome to record outside all you want.
Yeah,
you know that. I mean,
yep. All right, guys. So actually, they have a sheet here saying I caused a disruption at the driver motor facility in Greenville, Illinois, which is hilarious, guys, because we actually talked to those officers, and that was one of the chillest DMVs we were at.